Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Off the Charts live streaming party here. My name is Dan, and I shall be your host today. So, cheers to you all. All right, today's band in question will be straight from Ireland. This is why I'm wearing green here. This is as Irish as I get. So we're going to be listening to Mama's Boys, one of my favorite, well, easily my favorite band out of Ireland. Also, a great power trio. Absolutely love this band here. So that's my favorite band from there. Also, I want to thank you for joining me here today because I know I'm having competition with the Blue Jays first. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Am I the only one so far? The only one? No, you're not the only one. There's somebody else in chat or watching live. But anyway, thank you for watching live because I know I'm doing competition with the Blue Jays game right now. But like I said, if you can follow the score right there in the background here. So we are going to listen to some Mama's Boys here. So we're going to start off here from their first album here, which is called Official Bootleg. Now, the rumor is that the next song from this album, but this whole album was recorded in 4 hours. I invited Pat McManus to join me here today, but unfortunately he does have a gig with his band there. So yeah, we're going to listen to Demon from the Official Bootleg album, and I will come back later on. So here's Demon.
There's no room for me about. I can run, I can see. Please no more torturing me. I was a demon, I want my freedom tonight. I was a demon, I want my freedom tonight. I was wrong, I was right. I did the things I thought were nice, but all I want is to change. Please don't think that I'm insane. I was a demon, I want my freedom tonight. I was a demon, I want my freedom tonight. I was the toughest of the roughest, a superhuman, like a demon. But all I want is to change. Please don't think that I'm insane. I was a demon. I want my freedom tonight. I was a demon. I want my freedom tonight. I was a demon. I want my freedom tonight. I was a demon. I want my freedom tonight.
And that was Demon off of their official bootleg album. You could really feel the rawness off of that album, man. So, since we're talking about it in chat, how about we go and listen to that Sham 69 song? I've got this on vinyl as a maxi single here on both sides. If the Kids Are United. The quality may be iffy there. I did have to go and get it from YouTube here. But yeah, we're going to go and listen to If the Kids Are United, which is a cover. But man, it doesn't sound anything like the original version here. So here's a cover of Sham 69, If the Kids Are United from 1978. Thank you, Metal Ducher. So we're going to be listening to that alone here.
Life is a game, it's a pride and joy.
All right, that was If the Kids Are United. So I've got some comments here in the Fiddlehead Band. Come on, Dan, show some action, bang your head. So I usually just go and do air bands when I do these live streams, and I'm like, I've never done an air fiddle before. So we're gonna try another. They have three. Well, I have three in my playlist here with fiddles here. So we are going to go to album number 3 for the next one here. Isn't that the most beautiful album cover again? You're a topless girl on it. Actually, you know what? This actually started out as a joke. I bought Power and Passion and this one because of the album covers, and it turned out to be one of the better bands I've ever discovered here. So from Turn It Up, we are going now to listen to, I gotta find it here, Freedom Fighters. Okay, and stick around to the end of the song. It's pretty amazing. One of my dad's favorites. So here we go. Freedom Fighters. And that was Freedom Fighters. That's another one of those fiddle songs that I absolutely love. But I'm actually going to keep my favorite fiddle song near the end a little bit here. But you know what? How about we stay on this album here? Because I just want to hear one of the better commercial songs that I've heard here. I take that back. Must be 1982 because Plug It In came out, and I knew it before I saw them in England in 1983. You're lucky. I've never seen. Well, I'll never see these guys live, obviously. There, but yeah. How about we go and get some more from Turn It Up here, and we will listen to Midnight Promises off here.
You didn't care for my freedoms inside.
And that was Midnight Promises off of Turn It Up. Now, yes, Mittel Ducher, that's the one I'm going to be saying. Of course, I'm going to be playing Runaway Dreams. Come on. Come on. So, but I'm saving that one for the end. That is one song and a half there. But you know what? I'm going to go and play right now. So we'll go off on a little tangent here. So we are going to go. And this is actually just for fun, this part here, okay? So we're going to listen to two versions of a certain song here. So the first one will be from Mama's Boys. So from this album here, Growing Up the Hard Way. So we are going to go listen to, and I'm going to find it first before where is it here? There you go. Okay. Mind you, this is a little change of sound. So this is going to be the fun part of the, so we're going to listen to two songs. So one here is Mama's Boys, Growing Up the Hard Way. So this one here, they actually became a four-piece, adding this guy because he was no longer singing, because he was having good shows, bad shows. They actually got a professional singer. So we were going to go listen to Waiting for a Miracle. But if you know, stick around. We're going to be listening to a different version. If you know, you know. Okay. So it's a different type of sound. I'm warning you already. But here is Waiting for a Miracle.
Wearing rags against the cold. Last
All right, so that was Waiting for a Miracle. And yes, you're right here. It's such a radical departure from the 80s hard rock the McManus lads established on their previous release. I much prefer when they were a trio, let's be honest here. But I want to play everything that's Mama's Boys. But like I said, bear with me for this next one here. This is a cover of, or a different version of Waiting for a Miracle. Now I'm going to start it, and then I'm going to show the album cover of who, and I'm going to actually thank my friend from Rock and Metal, and Steve from Rock and Metal Invasion, for actually telling me about this. And actually, I owned it. I just didn't know it was that song. So I'm going to start it off, and then I'm going to tell you what it is here. Okay, so this is the same song covered by somebody else, but changed a little bit. All right, that was just my little joke just to show that this version exists. So yeah, Samantha Fox did a cover of Mama's Boys, Waiting for a Miracle, but changed the lyrics to Spirit of America. Enough about that. Let's go back to some Mama's Boys. Now, the next one here, I've got so many versions of this song. It has appeared on Plug It In. It has appeared. So this is one thing that with Mama's Boys, they tend to re-record a lot of their songs, and they end up doing the White Snake 87, if you know what I mean here, where their original mixes were a little, on the simpler, not much bottom end side, and then they go and try to go and cater to the American market here. So I am going to go put one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Mama's Boys song. And to quote my friend Steve, again, from Rock and Metal Invasion, this song is the shit. Okay, we're going to go listen to Needle in the Groove. Love this song. And that was Needle in the Groove. So yeah, that's like a seemed to be a big topic here. Which mixes do you like more? Like for us in the again, there must be a reason why they say that they cater to the North American market, because I guess we like a certain style of, we've been living off a certain style of music, which is more bottom end, more like this version that we just listened to has more bottom end, more everything. While the original version of Needle in the Groove has, I believe, well, not I believe, I know that he speaks or sings through like a microphone or a megaphone, what do you want to call it out there? So anyway, to each his own. Like I said, I love every version of this song. I just prefer the version of which is on Power and Passion. And speaking of Power and Passion, how about we go and visit that album? So here is the album right here, Power and Passion. And how about we go and listen to Letting Go and listen for the bagpipes. So here's Letting Go off of Power and Passion.
Give me your mind, give me your soul. Let's get high on rock and roll.
All right, that was Letting Go. Now I'm gonna put another cover here, and I know you guys know this one. And I'm actually just gonna show like I said, just the album cover. Just look at this title right here. For once, that cover will actually make sense for a band to cover. I'm not going to introduce it because everybody should know it, because we all know another band that did cover this song, but I actually prefer this version here. I'm not even going to introduce it. Just listen up here. All right, that was Mama's Boys doing Mama, We're All Crazy Now. Now, Metal Dutcher. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this properly here. But here's the song you've been waiting for. So, this version, so I'm going to say there's this, it appears on this album here, so plug it in. And it also appears in this one here. Again, different mixes. So I guess this is catering to the North American market, because the mixes, I've always compared this to Whitesnake 87, and this is Saints and Sinners Whitesnake. Okay, if that makes any sense mix-wise. The song is still there, but we're going to be listening to the mix. Actually, I forget. I think this is actually from the box set that just came out like in the last year. So, Metal Dutcher, here's your song here, and is actually probably my dad's favorite upstairs. He's watching the Jays game. He's not even watching his son live. Can you believe that? But yeah, here's Runaway Dreams, which is just perfection. Stay to the end of the song because it's another one of those fiddle greatness fests. So here's Runaway Dreams. Absolutely love that song. Love that song. So we've got 7 minutes left here. Which one should I play here? So we're going to try. So actually, I'm going to play something off of this one here. I think it's only available here, and it's an instrumental. It features this guy here's composition. How the hell did I say that wrong? So there's the Professor 1 and the Professor 2. So we're going to be listening to the Professor 1. Now, if anybody out there knows which came first, Neil Peart's The Professor or Pat McManus, The Professor, I don't know. Like, I guess he's known as that, The Professor, but we will listen to a great instrumental here, and I believe they use part of it for their intro. So to their shows. So here's the Professor 1 off of that sort of greatest hits there. So here we go. All right, that was the Professor One, and we are going to end this episode here with so the songs on this one. It ends the show. Okay. The song is also on this album, Plug It In. And it's also re-recorded on this album here. So I have no idea which version. Like I said, this is all based on the box set that just came out. Again, the mixes for this band is ridiculous. Like there's versions right and left of certain songs. So we're going to end this show here with Straightforward, No Looking Back.
The
Oh my God, I should not have done that. So that was straightforward, no looking back. And that, my friends, is our episode for today, the live stream of Mama's Boys. Come back next weekend where I'm going to have another one of these live listening parties. I know who it is. I'm going to announce it in a few. But anyway, there'll be a special episode on Monday announcing a few little changes, minor changes, nothing serious. Don't worry, guys. And I'll let you know about who's going to be on the listening party. So I'd like to thank everybody who joined me here today live. I know there was a Blue Jays game, and I'm actually looking. I wasn't even paying attention. I was actually enjoying the Mama's Boys so much. It's now 10-1 for the Blue Jays. I'm like, okay, so I guess Off the Charts should be on the air every time a Blue Jays game is on here. If you're unfamiliar who the Blue Jays are, they are Canada's only Major League Baseball team, while everybody else is in the USA. So I got to cheer for my Canadian team, right? So anyway, that's that. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you guys next weekend. Something a little bit different again. Again, I'm trying to get these bands that some people have told me I'm not familiar with these guys. I don't know how they sound, but I'd like to, hear a little bit. So this is what these little Saturday live listening parties are for, just to get you to listen to these bands or unknown bands that you may not know about. So on that note, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. And on that note, we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.